subscribe for more videos.
Welcome back, everyone, to some more EU4 as the mighty Grand Republic of the Kongo, which is still a little strange to me. We are not only a republic, we are in the middle of catastrophe, the religious turmoil, as we are pushing hard to become the reformed Grand Congolese Republic. We're doing it. We're at 44%, so we should be able to end it when we get to 75, which the growth of the religious spread is going to slow down once we actually no. Looks like the levels aren't that bad, so we can probably get down all the way to the ones that are not currently locked by the Catholics, and by then most of these will be cleared up, and by then we should be close to the needed numbers. Unfortunately, the capital and a couple of the big ones were hit by the Catholics recently. So all those ones, the number here are in religious zeal. So, for instance, our capital is locked down from us for a while. Let's see, how long does this religious zeal last? Till 74. So a heck of a long time. It might be a little tough to do. So we'll see what we do about that. We have more investment in exploration and expansion ideas that can be done. I'm not certain about that yet. We might do, we probably do the diplomatic technology first to keep that up to date. I gotta wait until we get admin tech to 9 before we can do a military. And then I think we'll need to take a mil tech in here because most of our expenditures are in the admin and diplo categories right now, and so military's ahead of the rest. So I think we might end up doing a quantity idea, quantity ideas. We might consider plutocratic, though. Mercenary cost isn't very useful in the way that I'm planning to do this. Reform progress, monthly reform progress would be great. Another merchant, nice. Goods produced modifier way up. I like it. Development costs down. Caravan power is actually useful for us because the Congo, as well as Zambezi, as well as the Great Lakes, well, let's bring it up there. All three of these are inland trade nodes, which will give us more trade power there. Although, come to think of it might, do they give more trade power or do they actually give, goods produced. Caravan power is just the ability to move it, I think. So maybe trade efficient. It might move more, might multiply more as we move through things, but I think that would be minuscule actually, because we're not contending for this. 94 there, 95 there, 84 there, and it'll get more. So yeah, we're not really contending for that. Manpower recovery speed's good. Production, provincial trade power modifier, and burger loyalty equilibrium. So I mean, it's possibly an okay idea. I'll look through these before we hit that button, but it won't be. It might be today, might be tomorrow. The mercenaries idea is not really ideal for us. Naval ideas is not going to be our primary. We will be fighting navies during wars with the Europeans, but by that point, spending the points just for those sort of wars doesn't seem like a grand idea. Quantity or quality, possibly offensive ideas, but. Offensive ideas would be nice because it would help us kind of push through wars more quickly, and it's got some solid discipline, which would help us counter the Europeans decently. But I think that might be a later one. I think for now, quantity would be a good idea. Increase our manpower, recovery speed, regiment costs goes down, supply limit is up, so we can have bigger armies stacked on places that are relatively low development, which would be nice. Reinforcement cost going down, which is again nice. Land maintenance modifier, so the cost of our troops, and then less attrition, and then land force limit modifier. So all of these in the quantity seems like that's where I want to go, but we'll burn that bridge when we get there. We do have some missions still to do. The church one is something I'd love to do, but again, if we do it now, we're building instead of bringing down our debts. This is kind of a long-term growth idea, but what would it give us? Pastor's loyalty gained is 30 rather. That's pretty awesome. That I don't know, is that a one-time thing or permanent? It doesn't say a date on it, so if that brings pastor loyalty up for forever, that might be a good idea. Congolese is Catholic, so that's not going to happen. We don't get any further down this tree than that. So this one at any time boosts our loyalty. Over here we have the Navy, Congolese Navy, which we've already finished, but we haven't activated the quest because we don't need an explorer right now. And the Navy tradition is only going to help with, like, I think it helps with trade power. Where is it? Down. Navy tradition is already 99.6. So morale of navies is way up. Trade steering is 100% better, basically. Privateer efficiency is good. Burger equilibrium, loyalty, those are all great, but they're also all full. So I don't want to hit this button. The one below it is something we would definitely want to get to when we get the chance, because we become an empire. But we might already be an empire by that time. Permanent claims on every province in northern and southern African subcontinent, which is held by European countries. So any European land holdings up here, like these ones, all of the colonies across the coast, all of the Cape, which we actually already have, but anything, I don't know, I don't think the Mamluks count as European, so I don't know if the Ottomans count as European either. So if the Ottomans were to push back the Mamluks, which looks like it's not going to happen, those jeepers, they're having a fun time with the Hungarians up here. They're still fighting the war with Hungary, Moldavia, Aquileia, Tuscany, and Munich. Okay, so that's not a huge war for them, and they should be able to take them out with their 13 tech. But any of those claims would be nice, of course. And to do this, we have to have no Western country. Okay, no Western country embracing more institutions than the Congo, and no Western country with more technologies than the Congo. So that's quite a ways off, so I'm in no rush to activate that one. We finished all the way down here as far as we can without the absolute power one, which is a long ways off. 7 subjects, less than 1 rebel, no rebel controls, no rebels active, 7 factions, 3 stability, and 100% Republican tradition. Well, a Republican tradition has grown nicely since the last episode, or the last 2 episodes, since we became a republic and decided to be king for life. Did we change that yet? Yes, we're now in, now El Presidente has retired. The guy that switched the Republic and started all this trouble and got us a lot of points for a while. So that's fine, he's gone. But proof of strength is one I don't want to dance with right now. Any great power has less than 50 war score against the Congo. So we basically, 100 power projection, really. Supremacy for 20 years, giving us morale of armies, and prestige for land battles doubled. Morale of armies only +5, but prestige for land battles doubled for 20 years. That's pretty good, but I don't want to do what I need to do in order to get that, which is to be at war with the European power. So, well, that's the update. We did manage to get our missionary in a comical mess last time. We will keep him because he's keeping the big process, which is to get our religious turmoil taken care of. That's kind of the primary focus here. Our land, Crown Land is... Ooh, Crown Land hit below 20. We have to fix that, like, right now. I didn't realize that it dropped below 20. We're going to need to spend some mil tech to boost this. So yeah, we got to fix that for sure. Where are we going to develop? Some mil tech. I guess we could look at getting a trade port boosted a little bit. Let's do a couple here. See if we can get our... Yeah, we're back above 20. Good. So not losing the autonomy. I didn't realize that was that low. That is kind of terrifying. We are high enough that we can seize land, but that's going to wait till next year, January 11th of next year. So we're 6 months away from that. That's awesome. So that'll get us closer. Not full, but we need another 2 ticks of that. The rebels are continuing to be a problem, but it's lessening. The event is slowing down. Actually, I wonder how long we have left on this. Oh yeah, we got 7,000 days left, so we're nowhere near having that timeout on its own. Tech, I can do the Diplo tech, or we can do an idea. Diplo is 1 from finishing, which would give us basically nothing. Naval force limit modifier up. That's good, because actually I believe our navy is over force limit. Yeah, okay, let's do that idea. We don't need to push the colonial limit, so let's do that. Treasure fleets aren't going to be a real thing for us, I don't think. But, unless the Hawaiian island, or the Australian islands gets that sort of thing, but I doubt it. Naval force limit modifier is up. That should bring our cost of navy down a little bit. Yep, we save half a ducat. Good, we're down to down to 52. We do need to fix our well, we had fixed our stability. 0, that's nice. I forgot about that. Right now, it's still costing us 200 and something because the Republican tradition being low and our religious unity being high, being low as well. So we'll fix that. I do think bumping this development might be worth doing. Let's do that. And now that brings that number even to within range. I'm going to say no to this or this or this. So that's fine. Miltech I don't want to change because I don't want to bump Miltech yet until admin hits 9. All right. So we could do, we're not going to do the expansion. But we have 4 more points in expansion. I'd love to get to the new merchant. Oh, that's colonist. My bad. I was thinking that was a merchant, but that's even better. We get a diplomat next, and then we get a colonist along with Liberty Desire on other continents. Cool. That'll help because I do have plans to go far to the east. We haven't been able to do the West colonialism because the Portuguese have got everything. But we might be able to get to Australia. We've got 1 colony in here now. And if we get to Australia and then head over into this region, this becomes a trade port region. I believe that area is called Polynesia, something like that. There we go. What is this trade region? You are part of what trade node? You're part of not the Moluccan. That's not the one. I don't know where the name is. Where is the trade node? It's the Marshall Islands, yeah, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to know where Pacific Charter. That's it. Pacific Charter. Yeah, if I mouse over the island just like that. There, Pacific Charter. So if we can get, that includes Hawaii and whatnot. I don't know what's going on in the area, but I don't see any reason why we couldn't have a 15 or 20 stack of trained units, even a mercenary corps that pays for itself and runs around into Australia, conquering and expanding a colony there, then get into the Hawaiian Islands, Hawaiian Islands and the Pacific trade node, and then over to the east coast of Mexico and America. Those are options. So we'll see what comes of it in the future, but I don't know. For now, those are long-term dream distant goals. We do have to get up around this area soon, but right now we're kind of in a buffer stage. We're still having to recover in the south, and I think the idea is going to be to fully recover from the south and then go after new threats to the north. So we've taken care of that. Are you guys? What are we waiting for this one? Yeah, we got one there, and one there. We could go through and stomp these. It's probably worth doing. 70 is 1.8 years, 2 years, and 1 year. So in Lolo, we can border both. We can smack them around. Let's let the time begin again after a big, long review. As you can tell, it's been a few days since I recorded, so... oh, you are... That's the problem. Yep. We'll wait until it hits 90. So all 4 of those are right there. I just realized he's sitting in a province where he can't handle the manpower. The supply limit is too low. Foreign plots. Lose Republican tradition or lose a stability. Oh, that's a tough choice. 10 Republican tradition would drop us to 55, which is bloody well annoying. It would give us money to help our debts. This would drop our stability. We're going to take the Republican tradition hit and take in basically the payment of a loan here. Do we reduce... These things are relatively recent refresh, so let's go ahead and pay off 1 here. Bringing us down to a tiny number of 5,877 ducats in debt. Which actually puts us also to a positive. Good. That's saved about half a ducat worth, or a little more than half a ducat worth of debts, of monies. That's great. Once we hit our new admin tech, you guys are headed where? Why are you headed here? Oh, because that's why. Okay, let's get in there. And we'll go ahead and smoke these guys. You are here. And we'll provoke that. And then you can come up to Makuans and activate them. Hopefully we pick the right one. Actually, you come up here. All right, what else is potential threats? 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are all down right around here. The old Kilwin territories. That's a 40% in the northwest. And then we got 40 up there, 50 there. We can go over to the northwest here. This 40 hopefully will tick up by the time we get there. We can smack it down and then keep going. You guys have rebel issues over here? You don't, so we'll deactivate your fortress. And down south, you also don't have rebel issues directly underneath it, so we'll break that up too. Good. Currying favor with the English, huh? Not certain on that, but let's go ahead and give another round of refresh for improved relations with the neighbors. And we'll pull back the curry favor guy. We'll even do Portuguese and, well, not Castilians, but Portuguese. Well, actually, it wouldn't hurt to give a plus to the Portuguese. We are rival, but positive, slightly more positive relations isn't likely to hurt. Okay, hold on. That's a big hit to our Navy tradition. Manny gains loyalty in Navy tradition, but this one causes stability. So we're going to have to hit the Navy tradition down. That sucks. Drops us to the 70s instead of a whopping epic 90. Now, we can refresh that here, but I don't know if that's necessary right now. Might hold off on it. All right, let's boost relations with the Portuguese as well. Who are you at war with? Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Munster in the Second British-Danish Colonial War. Interesting. You're with Great Britain, Newfoundland, Portugal, and all of its colonies. So Great Britain and Portugal versus Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Munster. Interesting. And Great Britain is slightly winning that war, unless it's brand new, and then they're really winning. Off to Portugal, please. Oh, that's Portuguese, Brazil. I want actual Portugal, please. And I do want to make friends with all the colonies, because at some point those colonies might turn on their masters, and I want to be there to be their friend. To help them gain their liberty and justice for all, or whatever rhetoric we can use to make ourselves sound like the supporter of freedom. All right, keep that up there. You are going to wait for the pop here. Please don't be both. They're both. We'll just pick one. Probably this one. How much are you going to have? 8K? The Lundians. We'll wait for the month to tick. If we picked wrong, and the other guys spark, no deal. If we picked right, like we did, we break them. Colony, or transport, no. Exploration ship, that's the word, can go to wherever. I really don't care. Hey, we got a new option here. Okay. Institution spread in True Faith provinces would be great if we had an institution, which we are nowhere near right now. The printing press in Dresden. Actually, we are spreading it because it is embraced, so that would actually be helpful right now. Okay, that's a possible option. Trade propagation. Trade ship propagation would be huge. Improved trade. Mercenaries not necessary. Blockade, no. So the war score one we had. Do we do ship propagation or spread? Like, it's spreading already. Spreading it faster doesn't really do that much. I'll do the trade ship propagation. I don't know how many more of these we're going to get. We're not exactly the masters of the world on that topic. Makuans are next, hopefully. Matupins, you guys should pop any moment. All that guy, okay. Go ahead and get a Portuguese colony improved with next. Versions. We're going with the focus on the longer ones now, because we might as well. We're not going to get to the 75 marker anyways, so no diplomat to send, huh? There we go. We get about a year and a half to keep those guys busy. 15 days and you come back, and then you'll head over to the colonies. So let's improve relations over here. Yeah, we don't have any, almost no improved relations there. You're at 81. You're at 52. This guy should have made it to 50. Yep. Go ahead and you to start moving there. And then we provoke this guy. There you go. Don't run off. Makuans are not sparked, so we will push them out. Costs us a little more manpower, but it stops them from being able to reform. Let's go to the here next. The Moravians. Okay, you're gonna head up this way, take care of that group. We have to watch though. Malindi might be getting near. Yeah, they're halfway. So we'll finish off these two and then head up to deal with Malindi or these two. Soon as we can get these curb these guys, the sooner the better. Because as soon as we get them curbed, then we can shut down our military maintenance way down. And Malevolent frontliner. Did you just get Malevolent? Is that what I saw? Secretive. Oh, cool. That works for me. It's another thing about the Republican leaders. You can replace them if they have a bad if they have really bad traits that are causing you a lot of grief. You can replace them, which is awesome. Send off the Explorer again. He's all the way in Havahi. Look at that. There's 5 right along there. Oh my goodness. I really want to send that army over there next. Let's bump our ships up to 12, letting us take a full contingent of troops there. I will say you can drop this number to 13. 13 units. Now, that's all the guys down here. Okay. Are you actually... You're down here. Get back down this way. You're going to come up and take care of the Malindi guys, and then you'll... One or both of you. Well, no, this guy's going to come up here. The other guy's going to go from this area to... he's going to come back here, hop on the boats, and head over to form an Australian colony. I think that'll be awesome. A little costly. We might have to... Actually, no, we can CB off the colony, can't we? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on, get over here. I have diplomats that can come back in 51 days, and then we'll get a claim made on one of these guys. Military power or prestige. I'll drop the prestige because we get free prestige every time we convert a province. Hokwe. Hokwan. That's those guys. You come in like that. As soon as you've taken a step or two, we stop Chokwins and pick him out the door. There we go. He'll knock that down before he gets the claim. Excellent. How long on the Kilwa situation? Out of the Funge. We could actually knock him out right away, which wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll do that. We'll knock this out. We'll come down and take back that province. And I don't know if we'll deal with Funge, but if we do have to, we could actually bring Ethiopia in and give the land to them, but I don't think that's what I want to do. I think we want to get them as a vassal, probably. Start getting our vassalage number up. We're at 6 of 6. Leading vassal, military access, alliance, and guaranteeing Mogadishu. Alliance with Ethiopia and Great Britain. So any points above this that we do are going to have issues with diplomatic relation problems. So unless we go with a Diplo points guy for our next admin, which would probably be wise, to be honest. That would probably be a good call. I think that's a very good call, actually. Our next admin idea group should probably be related to getting more friends. Getting more Diplo friends. Having a lot of vassals is also very helpful to expand our power without sinking ourselves like we've done before with over expansion rates. All right, that can split and clean that up, and then you'll come down and take out Kilwa. We have 1 and 2 ready to pop there. These guys are 6 years out. You're 10 years out. You're 8 years out, and you're 3 years out. I don't like the 3 years option there. It's unfortunate. Well, this distractive war here might be worth it. Although I think the colony one is better choice. I think going after those guys in the east. Mamluks are claiming our territory. How do you... Wait. Oh. Is it a colony? Yeah, did you just lay claim to a colony here? Hey, Mamluks, have they, Easter Island? Did you claim one of my colonies, man? Where would it be? Is it Hawaii? Where did you claim a colony? Oh, that's Castile. Yeah, in the Spacelands. That's Mamluks. Mamluks have 3 colonies out there. Fantastic. Wait, what was that claim? That also Castile? It is. I don't know where they tried their claim. I do not know, Sam I am. Thought it said they claimed land. Where else could they possibly claim land? Like, oh, maybe they did an event to claim stuff? Oh, the Mamluks have here. Oh, goodness. Didn't notice the Mamluks took that. Let's select them and do this. That's the smart way to do that. And Mamluks. Where do you have claims on my land, dude? I do not understand. That is your territory. Maybe I read that wrong. Maybe they don't have a claim. They must not have a claim. I don't get it. If they do, I have no idea where. Just quite thoroughly lost in how what that was telling me. Our never before used galleons are doing lovely. That's so weird that I'm building them for the future because they take so long to get them built up, but it is costing us. We can do the seas land right now, and we do have the relations for it, so let's do that. The loyalties for it, so we're at 25.26. It's an okay buffer. Not spectacular. You guys are going to come down to here, I think. And then you'll wait for these ships to finish building, and you get the colonies. Oh, really? Mozambique? They had to... That's so annoying. Use multiple provinces. Don't use the same province twice, genius. So they've got a second one queued up here, which means it could be done by now if we'd have just done it somewhere else, or just about done by now. That's so annoying. Another flute, 500 days. I have 60, 489, 306. See, you could have built it down here. Jeepers. Build me a flute. Actually, are these guys... These are cogs. We need to upgrade these ships. I think we can upgrade them all. Yeah, $100. So let's get them all upgraded. They'll move a little quicker. Do their work, the needed work faster. We're just going to bump both of these guys. And there. Drunken Explorer. Really? Stop being drunk, silly explorers. You need this popped. Boom. Done. Alright. So all of the rebels are currently crushed. I'm going to bring this guy down to somewhere that he can stand safely in the middle, like there. Or there. Let's go down this way. It's likely that we'll need attention, need to deal with attention elsewhere. That's fine. I want this to be 12. Actually, are you... I think we're over... Yeah, we have an extra 1,000 units here, so we'll take one of the 1K of them, move them back over to the other guy. So are you able to stand there with the surplus? Supply limit is 24. Good job. Good job, you, for doing something you didn't have an idea at all that you were needed to do. Hey, somebody else has become Catholic. 6 regiments and lose 2 stability. This is annoying. That's really annoying. Because they keep switching to Catholics. Don't want that. Where was that? Nice. NIA? Nice. Oh. Well, okay. I mean, whatever. It's just gonna have to be what it is. Oh, actually, you have. I just think I just figured it out. The Mamluks have the idea of exploration, right? If they finished that, they just finished it, so they've got. They're in a colonial region, or are they in a colonial region, or are they just neighboring colonial region? Not sure. Go ahead and fabricate claims here and here. One of them hopefully will still be standing there. They migrate a lot, so it might not be. All right, group those guys up. They need to take one of your infantry out and bring him over to here. Or wherever the other guy's going. Where's he going? Yeah, same spot. Good. And then you guys are at 11. You're waiting another 100 or so days. 160 days. Conversion successful, huh? Lovely. That's great. Those are the higher end ones. The more time expensive ones. Should have them pop out every couple months now. So now we're reducing this. We're gonna drop this maintenance to just about off. Like that, and start making some money. Excellent. And admin, we can bump the tech. Brings us out open to our new technology. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get this to go to 12. And now it's more expensive because we need the printing press to get to 13, 14, and 15. But 13 will give us more new cannon, but this one gave us new infantry, and that I think is very worth doing right now. Because we're going from Central African warriors to from technology 5 infantry to technology 12 infantry. So we've got, what is this, 6 pips to 7, 8, 9, 10 pips apiece. Very nice. I think we'll go with the double focus on morale pips, and maybe let's do the hill warriors. A little more focused to the fire side than the shock side, which is, I think, the time when we're kind of shifting over to that better focus. Okay. Pass conventicle act. Conventicle act to make convents. That would lose tolerance of heretics down, missionary strength up. I like that idea. Declaration of Indulgence Act. Stability cost problems with tolerance of heretics is improved, so no, I don't want that one. Missionary strength another 0.5, and the heretics get a little more angry. That's fine by me. Donation, no thank you. Recruit a conquistador, not necessary. Grant New World Charter for new explorer and more colonial range, not necessary either. All right, we do have a new idea, and I think we are going to go quantity. Talked about that at the beginning of the episode, and I think we're deciding on it at the end of the episode. Unless there's something like a merchant would be useful in the plutocratic. But that's the only merchant on the military side of things. Mercenaries out of the question. Naval, we just don't need it. Offense or defense. I think out of all of these, I want the quantity for this, because we're going to be up against some very serious armies, and this reduces the cost of having a large army by a good chunk. So let's go quantity ideas, although I'm not going to build the idea groups yet. Well, I might with the new tech, but we'll see. I want to make sure that we get this next military tech, but then at the same time, we might pause it a little, might delay it with the printing press changes. The first idea is manpower modifier, 33%. Max we're at is 61,000. If we look right now to the military armies page and we go to our rivals, we've got Castile with a manpower of 80,000 and Mamluks with 75. So we are a little behind those, but not outrageously far behind. We look at Great Britain. They have manpower. Okay, but that's not their manpower. The force limit is 96. I'd like to see what their max manpower is. Is there a way to tell that? I don't think so. Maybe there is. Manpower reserves. Total amount of soldiers. Yes, we can't see their manpower right now. Unless they're at full, right? So France is only sitting at 60. So we're not way behind anybody in the Europeans right now. But we are We do need a manpower up. That would give us another, what is that? Another 20k. So that'd bring us up to 75 to 85k, depending on some other numbers. That's pretty solid. We are days, well, no, 100 days. So a few months away from getting our next ship. Got 2 more missionaries, and that's spreading them out nicely. We are now at, look at that. We just passed 50%, guys. A major step in the right direction. We're at 50% religious unity, which will slightly reduce the probability of negative religious events, but chugging through them. There's still a lot to go. We just chewed through a bunch of the really long ones, so that's nice. And the long ones are also, this is right now based on the missing, the negative effect for the unity. So if I get these 3, we're 3.6 or 4 full religious unity positive by these 3. So that's the focus right now. Our military is turned down. We're actually making money. We have 105 and we're making 13 a day. That's pretty solid, and that number can go up pretty substantially as we continue to increase our religious unity across the province, the countries, because of course the amount of taxes, for instance, intolerance is dropping it by 70% in the capital. So we're losing out massively. So as we gain more religious unity and erase that intolerance factor, we substantially increase our cash flow. And so that's why I was willing to bet on was a really, it might have been a close run thing to our insolvency, but I think we had a little extra room to spare there for a bit. We could have taken 3 or 4 more loans before it would have gotten to the painfully long recovery stage. This will be painfully slow at the beginning. Once like I said, when our religious unity goes up, so will our cash flow quite substantially. So we'll leave it down for a little bit until we have to, well, until we get our ships here and we can haul these guys over to the colony, and then we'll activate it as everybody gets here. And then there's some, oh, hello, British. That's weird. The English have land or forces exploring. Oh, they have a colony up here. All right, well, we definitely, oh, is that, wait, that's not an English colony. It just happens to be the same color. Yamdena. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a colony. Is that part of one of the areas for up here? What area is that part of? Seriously. Are you just literally in your own area? Area is Timor, so that is part of here. Okay. Why is it not highlighting those when I'm in area mode? Oh, that's Timor, not East Timor. Literally just the one island. No, that's Timor as well, but they should be highlighting. I don't understand why it's not. But okay. Well, anyways, that's not the British. So we need to push on this. All this needs to be taken, and that'll turn into a colony. And I need to send colonists over to like here so we can grab more of them. Anybody in this area that is, for instance, Tiwi has a federation, but unfortunately only with Malgana and an alliance with Malgana. Which one's Malgana? Malgana. So that one there. So these guys have no alliances. These guys have federations with Yanua. Yanua is up this way, I believe. Yeah, right here. What we can do is we can say this guy's claiming whose land is this? This is Nugan. That is your, can you claim this as your colonial or your, what is it called, tribal lands. So if we kill this guy, take his land, there's a way that we can take him entirely, and there's a way that we can kick him out so he takes over the new province, and then later we can re-up the war with him. So that's a potentially good choice. Same thing here. I think he's going to go to Tui of the... What is your group? Kurama. So this is not your lands. I'm so confused where you guys are all... How you guys are all over the place. Larakia is... That's also your... That's so confusing, dude. No idea why you're all the way down there, but okay. And yeah, so you are not associated with any of the ones. So oh yeah, you're allied with Malgana. So I could actually, if I could war this guy directly, which I can't, we'd be able to. Oh, I could probably co-belligerent him. Maybe I can co-belligerent him. We want to bring in as much as possible and place colonies where we have to get claims and stuff. We could actually send a colonist right now over here. We can afford to do so. We can send a colonist over here as well and get those provinces colonized. And at the very least, get them neighboring to provinces that we can claim wars on. And I want every one of these tribal lands to be absorbed into Aussieland here. And oh, this is Malgana, the actual province, which is funny because that's where those guys must be from. Yeah, and the Australian what's it called, colony will need a whole bunch of space, a whole bunch of provinces gobbled into it, and we'll basically try to get the entire place until the British and Spanish and whoever comes in there. But we can do that because we have colonists and they can stretch from there forward. So that's awesome news. Thanks everybody so much for joining me. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. And we'll see you in game.